Hi, Carl. I'm preparing a claim right now that I have against the HOA where I live in, or the HOA that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
The thing is that I was part.
Yeah, tell people it's the Homeowners Association.
Yes. So, but
people don't know that. People, half the people on the show don't know that. Okay.
Everybody knows that, Carl. That's a basic term that goes with foreclosures, and everybody knows that.
Watch how many people on the board just say to you, Angela, I didn't know that, man.
We have a very sophisticated group, Carl. You know that.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
Hey,
we know what HOA is. We've heard it a billion times.
So he's a slave to the homeowner. He became that slave. He signed a piece of paper when he entered that he said he's going to do exactly as he's told to do. And now he's saying, no, I don't want to do exactly what I'm told to do. Right? That's basically.
Well, that's the thing, Carl. We ask for any paper or the rules and regulations, I guess, of the HOA, because several things happen, and the only thing that they send us...
Let me ask you a simple question. And that HOA, does it specifically say in that HOA that you cannot take them into court without going through arbitration or mediation first?
That everything that I've read is...
yes or no?
Of the HOA and what we asked, because we had a car ran through our wall, so I was dealing with their trespass, and that happened, and so we asked for rules for what their boundaries and the rules and what they own. And so the lady wrote back an email, and I still have the email. And she says, this is the only rules and regulations that I have for that HOA on file. And the rules only direct to the pool area and the what is it called? The clubhouse. So here's my situation. I had my property and my garage is full, so I was parking on the driveway. They put tax on my property, and so I took them off, and then I didn't park on the driveway anymore because they told me that I can't park on the driveway. Now, again, my garage is full, so I was parking on the street, just like everybody else does. Now, my taxes expire because I haven't been able to pay and keep up with all of that. So I took them off because I still use it to go from point A to point B, and I figured that it would be I would be less harassed if there's no tax rather than have the tag and it's expired. That's what the cops are looking for. So I had it that way, and the security kept on putting tags that my vehicle is not registered. So I went on and put a notice inside the property for anyone who came near to see it, and I actually confirmed with the security that they had seen it. Then I sent a notice and a letter to the HOA lady after an exchange of emails that she said that it needed to be registered because we agreed to the contract. And so on my notice, I said that I have the right to secure my property, and that I don't waive any rights under anybody's jurisdiction. And so after that, we asked for the rules, and that's when the lady said, this is all we have, and it said nothing about us signing anything about vehicles being registered or not. So eventually, she ignored my letters, my notices, then they tagged it again. Right away, the very next day, I sent another notice, and I said, I believe that you are the woman that manages the security man who keep on tagging my property. I am willing, as I mentioned before on my notices, I'm gonna charge $1,000 per each trespass, but I'm willing to forgive my fellow man as I wish to be forgive if I err my fellow man, something along those lines. But upon the verified promise that this will not happen again, the very next day, or 2 days later, they put in another paper for the towing company to come and get the car, so they came and took it. And but everybody was notified. I sent notices to the lady to touch or give any orders to touch my property. And then after that happened, I sent another final notice, and I said, you haven't answered to any of my letters or notices, And this is your last chance, basically. If you do not provide me with the names of the men who committed such trespass, it will be assumed that you bear sole liability for such wrongs or for said wrongs. And also never responded. And I know she got him because I sent him certified, I tracked, I printed, and she got him. And she, after I sent her a few letters, she actually sent back, oh, yeah, this was after they tore my property. She sent an envelope with the letter and the little tags that we need. Like if we're going to be in here, we need our property to have certain tags so they know that they're from here. And so that letter comes directly from the address that I've been sending my letters to. So I have the claim already. The only thing that I'm, I guess, wondering is if I should ask for a magistrate or which I believe that a magistrate would know a little better about, the law, than if I get a panel of people and they're all going to be like, oh, well, you signed the contract and, you should.
No, if you go in front of a judge or a magistrate, you're going to lose.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed. Because he's going to say you became a slave once you signed that contract. You were bound by the terms and the obligations and conditions. You gave your word.
But I didn't sign any contract, though. I asked.
You didn't sign any obligation with the HOA. You just came in and you never signed anything.
My fiance is the one, and every paper that she signed, we have a copy of downstairs, and I already went through the whole thing, and it mentions nothing about the HOA.
Okay, good. I'm not talking about mentioning anything. They should just put the letter A on that contract, and you sign it. It's a homeowners association. That's it. Everybody understands a homeowners association. You're just a slave. You're technically on their property. You're joining a membership. You're joining a club. You're joining like a country club. And a country club is private and exclusive. And if you don't want to be a good, upstanding member, they could penalize. Look, it's like, look at the word person. A person is somebody who owes a duty according to his rank in that society, and that society may impose fines and penalties upon that person. You chose to become an exclusive member of that society. I can't just waltz onto that HOA and do whatever the hell I want. You can. You could use their pool, their jacuzzi. You could use whatever the hell they got over there. I can't. So for you to have the exclusive use and enjoyment of that shit, you had to give up something in return. Your freedoms, your rights, your whatever, your property, your claims. All you can do is make a complaint. All you have the capacity to do is go before a mediator or an arbitrator, which I guarantee that's what it says in the HOA. You can't take us into a public courtroom. You must settle this through arbitration and mediation first. But you wouldn't answer that damn question. And I asked you 3 times now. And I guarantee that's exactly what it says in that contract. So, yes, if you want to take him into a public forum, that's fine. If you take it before the judge is going to rely upon the letter of the law that you signed, that you are their slave, you are their bitch. The only thing that you could do is take it in front of a jury. You take it in front of the jury might say, well, that's just not fair. That's just not right. Because homeowners associations are acting like tyrants. That's horrible. They should never do that to their fellow man. Right. So that's why I take it in front of a jury, because the jury might feel pity for you, but the judge has to abide by the letter of the law. If you signed your soul away to the devil, too bad. You're the world's greatest rock star. Now you're dead. You go to hell. It's that simple. You signed the deal. You face the wheel. You ain't got a choice. You should have read the terms and the conditions when you entered into this deal with the devil. Everybody knows when you deal with the IRS, you're in for hell. Everybody knows when you enter into an HOA, you're in for nothing but hell. Everybody knows when you deal with the devil, you're in nothing but hell. So, but you might find the mercy of a jury, but you're not going to find the mercy in a judge, because you came to me. I don't give a damn what the hell you're whining about. Did you make a deal with the devil? Yeah. Well, too bad. Pay up.
So even if we already asked for that contract and there's no proof that we signed?
No, dude, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what. Look, the word A could mean whatever they wish it to mean, okay? This is what I explain a million times to people. Just because you and I are making a contract together and we make an agreement that if you give me 3 trillion widgets, I'll give you 10 billion gidgets. So every time we see the word gidget, it actually means a penny. And every time we see trillion, it actually means the number 2. So every time I give you 2 cents, you give me 3 cents. because we're defining the terms and the conditions of our contract. No judge could come in as a third-party interloper and determine what is written in that contract, since he's not directly have first-hand knowledge to what was put into that contract at the time of the signing. It's that simple. But you can bamboozle a jury and say, "Oh, this is reproachable. Oh, this is horrible. This is evil. This is just cruel," and the jury doesn't understand basic contract law. So a jury might be swayed to your side, but a judge, no, he's going to say, "No, I can't interpret." And it clearly says that everybody knows that you entered into this agreement. You signed it. Your name's at the bottom. You're liable for all the terms and obligations that you undersigned. That you're the undersigned. Yeah, you're liable. You're the last one on this page. Yes, and you're liable for everything above this.
Well, Carl, even if it was my fiance who signed, like I'm not in any of the papers, my name is not on the papers or anything.
Well, then they just say, well, then you're a trespasser. You're not supposed to be here in the first place. Get the hell out.
Now, on the other twist, thank you for explaining that to me. On the other hand, what about, that's my property. It's not defined. I don't define it as a vehicle.
Okay, if you came onto my property, literally that simply. If you parked your car on my lawn, like I did this one time, it was funny. My first wife was cheating on me. It was pretty funny. And I came home early from Secor, it's a fiber optics place in North Carolina. I came home early on Friday. I saw some guy's truck parked in my driveway. Unbelievable. Parked in my driveway at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She figured I wouldn't be home till 6 or 7. I called the police department, and I said to them, I am going to do what is ever necessary and proper to remove this vehicle from my property. So when this man calls up and he finds his truck in the street, looks like scrambled eggs, well, it was on my property, and I did what was ever necessary to secure and protect my property. And they said, okie dokie, have at will. So, yeah, his truck was kind of all flavors of effed up when he got there, and they had to tow it. But the cops could not press charges on me because he put it on my property, and I could do it as I will. That's my property. I'm going to secure and protect my property, and I have free will to do whatever I want. If you abandon a vehicle on my property, if that's my property, I'm going to do as I will. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. I could destroy your car, and you can't sue me. You can't do a damn thing. Where did you place it? On my property. I guarantee the Homeowners Association says that's Homeowners Association property, and you're a privileged guest.
Okay. Now, well, my.
But you could get a jury to cry for you, and you could probably get something to a jury, okay? Because a jury's a bunch of morons that you just go on and on and on and on with your crazy shit, and they might buy it. But a judge ain't going to buy it.